Hi, I'm Adrienne. I blog at freetimefrolics.com, and today I'm going to share with you my hair tutorial for curling your hair with a wand. I had several ladies ask me at a conference one day how I did my hair, and it was super simple. Takes me about half hour to 45 minutes, give or take, and it's super cute and fun. It lasts for at least 2 days, sometimes 3, depending on the texture of your hair. So I started by washing my hair. It's nice and clean. I use Beach Babe shampoo with the texturizing kind. I love it. It puts texture in my hair. My hair is really fine, but I have a lot of it, and so it can tend to get really stringy after day 2 or even day 3 if I wear it that long without washing it. So I start out with that, puts a little bit of texture in my hair, gives a little oomph. Then I use a hot iron prep just to protect my hair, to help it. It kind of helps hold the curl in. I apply that when it's wet. I also use this Bumble and Bumble foam full form mousse, and it's for thickening, and I use it right here on the top on my crown and right on the top of my head, and it really gives it some body, and it helps it when it gets oily that you just don't notice it as much on day 2 or 3. And then I use Chi hairspray, and I'll use that periodically through the tutorial as I'm curling my hair. So you can use whatever you want, whatever works for your hair. Everyone's hair is different. Like I said, mine's really fine and thick, but fine. So sometimes it doesn't hold hair products like other people's hair does. So I'm going to start with, this is my wand. It is a 3/4 inch barrel to a 1/2 inch barrel. It's tapered, and it has a little handle on the end. I purchased mine at the mall, and it's an Evolution brand, and I have loved it. It is really awesome. So I start with my hair straight. You can see in the back it's super straight. It's just naturally that way. I don't do anything to it. I just comb it out a little bit after I've washed it, and I blow dry it, and this is what it does. So I have 0 curl. So I start my hair and I divide it in half. I usually part it where I'm going to part it, and then I split it in half. And usually one side has more hair than the other side. So I will usually take the side with the least amount of hair, or the most amount of hair, and just twist it, and I clip it out of the way so that I don't have to deal with it while I'm curling the other side. So just makes it a little bit easier. Then for this tutorial, to do your hair this way, I start from the back and I work my way forward. And with a wand, they get extremely hot. So if you have a glove that comes with your wand, you may want to use it. I've used mine enough that I kind of know where I can and can't touch my wand. I have burned myself, and it lasts for days because it is hot. So be very, very careful. Start in the back, and you're just going to pick one piece of hair. And I usually break mine up into small sections. This also depends on how much curl you want. If you want it super curly and super tight curls, you're going to want to go in smaller pieces. If you want it to be more kind of wavy, you'll use a little bit bigger pieces. These wands also come in varying sizes for hair. So if you want like those beachy waves, you're going to want a bigger wand. If you want really tight ones, or you have short hair, get a smaller wand. They go, I believe they go to 1/4 inch in diameter. So you can get really small ones. So I'm just going to start with my wand. And you want to start at the base of your head and work your way down. So I always hold mine up in this direction. I hold my hair up. Oh, that's a little too much hair actually. Don't want quite that much. So you're going to decide from the very beginning what way you want to curl. So with my style of curls that I do one grouping of hair will go back towards the back of my head. You hold it there for a second or two and release it, and you just have kind of a wavy curl, and I flip it over to the side. Then you take your next little bunch of hair and you're going to go forward So doing your hair this way, doing one backwards or back towards the back of your head and one to the front of your head, actually keeps it so that your curls don't glom together at the end and they just stay nice and bouncy and curly and they won't cluster together. So, and there you have another one. So I'll just push it, and I just push these to the back and move on to the next one. So, and I just kind of grab my hair from wherever it goes. This one's going to go backwards. And then the next one will go forwards. Okay, so now we've gotten to this front part. So you've got all these curls that are just basic and wavy. You get to the front. Let's see, let's do one more up here. Let's do it forward. So now with the front, with the hair that comes forward, you are going to roll all of them back towards the back of your head so that they'll kind of pull away from your face, but they'll shape it, they'll go around it really nice. So everything from your ear forward goes back. I remember doing this to my hair as a kid when they had spiral curling irons, and it was just so cool. I don't think they make those anymore, but this is way easier and your hair doesn't get caught up in the handle or in the clip, so that it just comes, you just let go and it falls out. The other great thing I love about my wand is it is at a high temperature. My hair has a really difficult time holding curl, no matter what it's with. A curling iron, rollers, steam, heat, it doesn't matter. It just has never stayed. It just never even held perms either as a kid. So my hair just likes being straight, and lucky for me, this wand just does the trick so that it will maintain the curl for quite a while. They do relax over time, but it just works for me. It just does a great job. So now this one side of my head is all done. You can see the curls. Okay, so we just finished that side of your head, and you can see they're just all nice curly waves. Take your hairspray and just spray it. Give it a nice good spray, kind of scrunch them a little bit, get that hairspray in there. And then we just move to the other side. We're gonna do the exact same thing. At this point, if you have a curl that you missed or that doesn't look very good, just take your wand and recurl it. It's really simple. So I just push that one to the side, I let this hair down, Because this side of my head is a little bit thicker because of the way that I part my hair, I usually take all my hair that's from my ear forward, like this, and I will just twist it up and just to get it out of my face while I'm trying to get this hair done, because this is the part of my hair that sits in the front. And I just twist it up and clip it out of my face, just so that I don't have it bothering me. So you're gonna start with the back and just work your way forward again, just like you did on the last set. Only this time you're gonna be using your opposite hand. So sometimes it takes a little bit of practice to grab the hair that you need to grab and kind of section it out. And then it just takes time, just as you learn how to do it. You're just gonna do the exact same thing. So start going one backwards. Turn this way so you can see it. And let it go, and then just flip it over onto the other side of your head and just keep going, forwards and backwards, forwards and backwards. If you miss one or two and you do two forward or two backward, it's no big deal. They might kind of cling together later on, but it won't matter. Just kind of ruffle it up a little bit. Just one or two doesn't make a big difference. Sometimes in the back I do them a little bit thicker than I do in the front or the undercoat on the underside of my hair, just to get it done a little bit faster. So then you have this side done. Just got some light curls in it. Take your hairspray, spray it. Put your two sets together and kind of bump it up a little bit, just to kind of help them blend a little bit. And then we're just going to work on the front. And remember, these are all going to go curled back towards the back of your head. I may throw one forward in, but just to kind of mix it up. But for the most part, you want them all to go back. Also in the front, I really like doing smaller pieces just so they're a little bit tighter, since they do kind of frame my face. So if you don't want that, you can go a little bit bigger. It's totally up to you. As I get closer to the shorter pieces of my hair, I do them towards the end of the barrel of the wand because it's smaller and I want them just a little bit tighter. finish this last piece. Give it a quick spray. So if I look at it and I'm like, oh, I don't really like that piece, I want it tighter, I'll just kind of separate it, make it a little bit smaller than it was to start with. Maybe even into 3. And just do a quick touch up on it. So I was saying before, my hair usually holds this for the whole day, and then the next day it's a little bit looser. So I might take my flat iron and kind of spruce it up just a little bit and do an extra curl here or there, just to kind of tighten them up. Or once you put it in, because you've added all this texture to your hair, it makes a really cute bun or ponytail, or another way to style your hair. So it just gives it that texture that you need. So take that out. So it just lays kind of flat. Turn around, you can see the back. So if you see, it just adds it there. I'll just add a little more hairspray because my hair eats hairspray for dinner. So you can add some clips, some bobby pins, whatever you want to it, but that's how I do my hair. So just remember to add some kind of product to your hair before you dry it, so that when it does go through that wand, that it will kind of hold it. And then just remember to fold one back and then one forward and then one back and one forward, and just start at the back and go forward. So, and that's my tutorial for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know what you think. Leave some comments below or check out my blog, www.freetimeforalex.com.